Recording in progress.
So, Satnam, everyone. It's Candace from Soulfire Social. What a pleasure to have you with me here, popping up from Bend, Oregon. You guys are from all over. It is wonderful to see you on this Monday morning. And as Susan just reminded me, we've got a big super moon on Tuesday, so I'll be tapping into the beautiful energies of that as well. Leo season has officially begun, and we have a big portal coming up soon, that 8 Lions Gate. We'll talk a little more about that probably on Wednesday. So let's go ahead and just get settled in your easy pose, hands down by the knees, and I should have come up here. We'll tune in together. I'll let people in. And, oops, they disappeared. And let's go ahead and take a nice, long, deep inhale, closing the eyes, tuning in, coming into our own awareness. And just breathing in, breath of life, prana, filling the body. How are we feeling today? When the eyes are closed, no one's watching, how are we feeling today? One of the things I love so much about Vipassana or silent meditations is when you're not looking up at anyone or feeling that you're expected to be in any type of mood or to react in any kind of way, it's very interesting to really feel into how do I feel today? Not just how I'm showing up for the world, but what's going on inside that mind, body, and spirit. Are we connected? Are we grounded? So just feel into that. And as you do so, just make sure that you feel into your body, the connection, this kind of vehicle that we want to be in proper position so we can really allow the flow of energy. Kundalini, the Kriya, is action. We are using movement, action, bandhas, mudras, our beautiful breath to create an energy flow. So let's make sure our body is in proper alignment to do the best that it can with this energy. Sit bones are down to the earth, hips forward, chest up. Allow the shoulders to drop like you're bringing the shoulder blades together in the back. Crown reaching up, chin gently tilting, Jalandhara Bandha is engaged, opening up the flow of energy through the back of the cervical spine. Breathing in and out, flowing pranic body through the physical body. We're going to be working on Prana and Apana today. Another beautiful class, balancing our input, balancing our output, and we'll talk a little more about that as well. I'm going to read you something after we tune in so you can really get those words. What exactly are we talking about? This prana, this apana, finding that balance like we do with the masculine and feminine, the Ida, the Pingala, the left and right, so we can bring this energy up the central channel, the Sushmana, as we work through blocks and we ignite the energy centers to create a beautiful flow. So bringing the hands together out in front, rubbing the palms, creating warmth, creating heat. Let's bring that heat into prayer pose, thumbs connected to the sternum, fingers pointing up and out, forearms parallel to the earth, strong posture as we tune in with the Adi mantra, followed by the Mangala Charn. Let's go ahead and take a cleansing breath in through the nose. Great big sigh out. Another nice long deep inhale in. All the way up. Maybe take an extra sip through rounded lips. Filling the body with prana. Big sigh out. Let's go ahead and inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Sri Gurudev Name. Inhale. Hold the breath. We are opening up the golden cord, ancient teachings from your heart up to the divine, the heavens, creation, surrounding ourselves with the beautiful, brilliant light for the duration of our practice while we remain in flow. Release the breath. Let's take another nice, long, deep inhale here. Extra sip through rounded lips. Hold that breath, bring the prayer up. I want you to feel it through the armpits. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And when we release, I want you to bring the right hand down to the right knee, or excuse me, to the left knee. The left hand goes behind you, and let's go ahead and let's stretch over to the left-hand side. Take a breath. And then inhale, sweep up. Reach, 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 reach. Hold it for a moment. When you exhale, left hand, right knee, right hand back. Spinal twist. Hold it. Take an inhale and an exhale. Then inhale, sweep up. Reach. Make sure you're reaching. Make sure the crown is pointing up, the chin is down. You're getting that full flow. Exhale, stretch. Now let's speed it up. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Two more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Go ahead and bring your hands to interlace behind the head. And we're going to do a cat-cow in the seated position. So let's inhale. And then, we're going to inhale actually and open. Let's open and do it this way. So inhale, open, really opening through the chest. Eye focus is on the third eye point. We open a little bit with the chin. We're not opening fully all the way up, but we do kind of open the chin a bit. It's certainly not tucked down here. So we're inhaling here. Exhale, curve, Hold the elbows towards each other. Bring the chin to the chest. And then let's open up. Let's be dramatic about it. Curving the back. Opening up. Find your own pace here. Inhaling in. Exhaling down. Beautiful. And let's all open up. You can release the breath. And then let's go ahead and inhale here. First big pull of Mula Bandha today as we're open through the chest. Elbows are pushed back. Eye focus, third eye squeeze, Mula Bandha. Anus, sex organs get pulled up and in. Then we pull up in the navel. Allow yourself to really feel into the activation of the Kundalini, second and third vertebrae. We are inviting it to rise. Make sure the face is soft, maybe even a little smile to direct the energy up. Hold. And then we're going to release the legs and the arms and the breath and the lock. Let everything come out. Just going to do one more warm up, then we're going to get right into this Kriya. Let's inhale up, reaching up high, feeling it through the armpits. Flex the toes because we're going to come down, holding on to the toes, and then we bend the elbows and we bend the head down. Really feel that wonderful pull down through the hamstrings and let everything just drop. Do this slow to start. Let's inhale up, sweeping up, maybe a little bit of a bend in the back. Exhale forward, come down, grab the toes or the shins or wherever is comfortable. Drop the elbows, drop the head, and let's take a breath there. Like really, then like dropping even further down. Then come up. So inhale up, exhale down, and then taking a breath while you're down to get the full stretch. Your own pace, continue. Beautiful. Next time you're down, just stay down. Let the head really try and drop towards the knees. Feel the opening through the back body. Like allow yourself to feel the opening through the upper chest, the lower back. Like you're breathing into it, really trying to expand with the prana to just allow those ribs to move, to get the prana into the kidneys, and just to really expose that back body. And then let's try and hold on. If you can, hold on to the toes, pressing into the big toe with your thumbnail. Let's inhale. Hold the breath and squeeze Mula Bandha here and visualize that energy coming up and around the back body, lighting up through the chakras, clearing and electrifying the back of the body. We're ready to receive. Yes, we are. Release, let go of that lock. Release the toes and let's sweep up. Bringing the arms up over the head. Let's bring them into prayer. Above the head. Release the breath. And then inhale. Really reach, 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 reach. Hold the breath. Squeeze Mula Bandha. Direct the energy up. As you're doing this, you can slowly swing the legs in back to easy pose. When we release this breath, we're going to bring these energies down. So bring the prayer down on the exhale, like you're manifesting energies through the upper triangle. Hold, hold, hold. And bringing that prayer to your heart space. Yes. Land. Take another inhale. Hold the breath. Squeeze Mula Bandha. And flip the prayer. Holding the breath, holding Mula Bandha. Then we release and we let it go. Coming all the way down. Connecting. Then we open up, bring your right hand to the right side, left to the left, touching the fingertips to the earth. I want you just to ground. Get into a beautiful posture here. Sit bones connected, hips forward, chest open, and just breathe. Coming into connection and flow, as above, so below. Breathe. And let me read to you just quickly about this prana and apana, so we really understand as we balance. Much of the wisdom of the body's design is shown through the location and the function of your subtle energies. Prana is the energy of activity and inflow. The lungs and the heart are the central location. We breathe in, we pump the blood, we move, and we feel it, right? That's the apana. That's the prana. Apana is the energy of elimination, and the central location is the area below the navel point in the lower pelvis. The set of the prana and the apana creates a balanced and efficient flow between both areas and the subtle energies they hold. In this Kriya, we work to clear and to find balance, because you will draw energies you need and eliminate toxins, old thoughts, and sticky emotions. Not so bad, right? Let's get back into balance. Prana and apana. Let's take a nice long deep inhale right here. Inhaling in. Holding the breath. Eye focus, third eye. Let's take an extra sip through rounded lips. Hold that in. Take your eye focus from the third eye to the crown, as if we could gaze right up through that 1,000-petaled lotus on the crown of the head, all the way up to the heart of the heavens, fully connected, fully in flow. And let's release. Go ahead, come onto your backs for our first posture, and I will show you what we are going to do. Okay, let's see here. So, sometimes technology in me. So, all right, we are going to be left leg stays up throughout this exercise. Okay, so our left leg is coming up. Now, you're going to be using only the left leg. I hope you can see me through there. Hands come into fists, and it's like you're lifting weights here, okay? Inhale and exhale down. Lifting weights while the left foot is up. Let me just check and see if it's pointed. Nope, that's it. So, and the fists have to be really heavy. It's like you're lifting a really heavy weight. You're bending at the elbows, coming up and down to the ground. So when you're lifting, it's like, oh, right? You're really trying to pull it like that. We're going to be here for a little while. Your eye focuses on your third eye. And so, yeah, let's just breathe in and out through the nose. Only the left leg is up. It looks a little bit like it's pointed, but I wouldn't say that it's too dramatic. Okay. Find your big weight lift here. Strong. Breathing in and out. That leg is straight and steady. Don't let it bend. Your mind is wandering at all, come to your Sat Nam. Truth is my name. Inhale Sat, exhale Nam, mentally chanting, but otherwise just flow with this song. Be boundless, be connected, and strong, very strong here. Keep the tension. Keep on going.
She is boundless, no limit to her loving, compassionate kindness, and she is courageous, taking the leap into the unknown, never ceasing to amaze us, feeling the moon phases, feeling all the space.
Now. Let's curl those arms up in a really strong bend. Legs super straight. Release the breath. And then we're going to inhale together with optimum tension. And as we squeeze Mula Bandha. We pull the navel back towards the earth. We activate that Kundalini, bringing it up through the central channel. Squeeze. Keep holding. Now slowly release the leg and the arms down. Unfurl, let go of Mula Bandha. The navel's released, the breath. Unfurl the fingers for a moment. Let everything just settle. Take a deep breath into the pelvic floor. Feel the entire body move. The chest, the solar plexus, the diaphragm, the belly, everything. And release. We're removing things that are sticky. Remember, let's let it go on that Apana, on the outflow. Let's bring the prana in again. Feel it in your heart, your chest, your lungs. Bring it all the way deep down though. And then let's release. Right leg comes up. Arms come into fists again, and we raise them 90 degrees. Now you're bringing it down. Inhale up, pull it down. Inhale up, pull it down. Yep. Go ahead, find your flow. Eyes are closed, jaw is soft. exhale down.
Changing, reaching deep within my soul to mend my fragments, gonna make me whole. Gonna breathe, breathe, go within. Feeling the power of my spirit, gonna fully embrace it, not fear it. I got so much love to give.
Alright, so much life to live. Let's go. Pull. Feel this. Looking good, looking good. Keep going.
Straight from the heart, a prayer, beating, repeating, feeling the purpose of the life, spread the joy and spread the light. I am anchor in my truth, watching my thoughts and watching my mouth.
Okay. Now, pull those arms down. Hold, hold, hold. Inhale and squeeze Mula Bandha. Now release, take your hands, cup your buttocks. Yep, this time you're holding your beautiful little booties. And you start leg lifts with that. Inhale up, exhale down. Call it in, you got it. Face is soft, gazing to the heavens. Got it. Woo! You're here for a while, so find your flow. Call it in. Warrior spirit, working on that lower triangle. All of the lower intestines, get a squeeze. Breathe into it, keep moving. Moving. Woo. We are going to continue for another 15 seconds because the song might be done, but we're not quite done yet. So keep breathing. Satnam, Satnam. Truth is your name. Feel into your strength. Beautiful. That breath, you hear it coming in. Prana, filling the body. We get it down deep into that lower triangle. Beautiful. All right, raise one of the legs up, whichever of your choosing. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale deeply to hold. Squeeze Mula Bandha. Let's point that toe. Pull the navel back with a lot of intention. Do everything here. Really fill in the pull, the anus, the sex horns. Feel it all come up and in. Feel the navel pull up and back. Feel the Uddiyana Bandha tuck in. Let's do all the locks. Bring it up. The chin is tilted towards the chest. Opens that flow. Energy ignites through the moon center. Gaze out your third eye. What do you see today? What's out there for you? What do we need to do? What are we being guided to? Let it connect with the crown, divine connection, and then release. Let it go. Let go of the breath. Let go of the lock. The belly releases. But you're still gazing out the third eye. We don't lose our connection. We lower the leg. Take a moment. Let the feet splay. Let the palms face up. Let's just breathe here. 3 breaths. Just integrate. Get that prana all the way deep down into the pelvic floor. Draw in energies that you need to eliminate toxins, old thoughts, and sticky emotions. You can use the exhale on the breath to visualize releasing that right on out of your being, right? Bring that fresh breath of life in. Feel yourself expand. Let's get in deep. Let's get into those dark places. Places that maybe haven't seen a lot of light or need to see the light. And let's flush them. Let it go. Let it go. We're going to be moving a lot today. You're going to like this. So breathe in. Get your breath. Get ready. Yes. Go ahead and bring your knees into the chest. Let's go ahead and rock from side to side, loosening the lower back, and then rocking up and down. We're going to come up and over, and we are going, we're going to throw things and get all excited. No, we're going to come up. You can come on all fours, and then you're going to push up. So what we're doing here is we're going to be balancing ourselves on our hands and our feet. And you know how sometimes we're going to pretend that we're walking, but we're not walking. So you know, you can decide, I don't know which kind of animal you are. You know, some animals will go on the same side, but maybe opposite hand, opposite foot, and you're just going to kind of find your groove, and you're going to walk in place. Now, you might want to stand up for a second. Oh, release the back, because we're going to be here for, you know, those of us who are a little bit older. Ooh, that can be a little bit hard on the lower back. But it does say, like, this is one of the greatest ways to release tension. So we're just going to kind of, it says to move our hips a lot. So get a little funky with it. Like, you know, play with this. Have some fun. Have some fun. Let it go. We got 3 minutes to walk and dance. Move your head, move your feet. It doesn't have to be like a pretty walk. It can be a funky walk. But you can prance if you want. kind of dance in place. Let's really go for it. Whatever you want to do. And if you need to stretch your back, go ahead and stretch your back. Woo. Get those hips, make sure the hips go. Yep. Doing great. 30 more seconds. Let's bring it. Beautiful. Left hand. Feet strong, hands equal weight, hands and feet, right? Close the eyes. Let's drop the head. Drop the heft of the head. Inhale. Hold the breath. Squeeze Mula Bandha to bring the energy up and over. Release. Slowly come up. We're going to roll up vertebra by vertebra. Oh, it's going to feel good, I promise. Yes. Slowly coming up, shoulders, head. All right. Let's do just a couple of rolls with the head just to release one direction and the other. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then let's put our hands on our hips and let's do a couple of swirls to the left and to the right. Just really letting go of that lower spine. Switch direction. Don't want you to be hurting tomorrow or later today. Okay. Let's come to the center. Drop the hands out. Really feel into the power of the connection. Feet to the floor. Palms out. Feel into your field. Feet connected down to the earth, right? Crown up to the heavens. We've got a lot of energy in there. So let's inhale, sweep up. Clearing that field, bring the hands into prayer above the head. And there. Take an extra sip through rounded lips. Reach up even higher. Squeeze Mula Bandha here. Pulling up. Pulling in, Kundalini, second and third vertebrae. Visualize it swirling up this brilliant light. Snake, serpent, curl of hair, however you want to see it. Rising, clearing. It's also clearing out sticky emotions. It's also clearing out any of the gunk. Clearing, like sparkling it up, activating. Rise, 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 direct. Turn the palms out. This time on the exhale, we are going to release that breath. Those locks, and we're going to sweep our field, and I want you to go super slow. I want you to feel into it. Like, so if there's anything heavy collecting under your fingers, anything that's in your field that shouldn't be there, something from the collective, is there anything, sweep out anything that's not yours. What have you brought into your field that you just need to let go of today? This is your space. Your boundaries, your protection. When your hands connect with the thighs, feel into the connection to the earth, feel into the crown up, tap into your field again. We're going to clear it one more time. Notice your protection, your projection. Flip the palms, inhale, sweep up. Breathing in through the nose when the palms touch at the top. Extra sip, rounded lips. Beautiful. Squeeze in, pull in, ignite. Make sure you feel this through the armpits so that the channel, the Sushmana, opens up. Let the light flow, root to crown. On this one, we exhale. We're going to bring that prayer to the chest, landing as we release the breath, the locks. Great sense of compassion right here at your heart. Breathe there for a moment. Okay. Connected, strong, worthy. Inhale. Flip your prayer. Exhale. Come lying on your back, and I want you to stretch all the way out. Woo, bring your arms out all the way. Now, that feels good, doesn't it? But that's not where this ends. This is one. If we inhale up and over, oh, and you release. That's one. Okay. I'm going to be doing 54, and then I'm going to check on you because it's 54 or 108. So we're going to decide this together. We're going to do 54 though. And if 54 is not okay for you, then do 26. But let's try and do 54. We have time, we have space, and yeah, I kind of want to get rid of those toxins, old thoughts, and sticky emotions. So we're going to do our best here. Playing a little song. We are rising. We are rising, so feel into it. Find your power. Madhapur. Let's try 54. We're going to stop when you're done with your 54. I invite you to the last one. Inhale, squeeze, and hold. And then come up and sit up so I know everybody's done. 54. And then we will decide. We'll make a group decision if we do another 54. Okay, let's sit. Let's do it. It's up, it's over, it's grabbing the toes, it's releasing the head. It's a full movement, so don't skip. And, yeah.
Oh, women of the world, may your stories be told and your voices be heard. May you shine like the moon, fly like a bird on wings of liberation. Daughter of love, mother of creation. To the heart and the ways of the wise, ways of the wise. In the flames of transformation, we will rise from out of the shadows and into the light, into the light, into the light, into the light. May all our wounds be healed. May our love, truth, and beauty be revealed. May our mind, bodies be respected. May our sisters, daughters, mothers all be protected. a bird on wings of liberation, we will rise, humble to the earth to hear her cry. Let us join our hearts and voices and unite. It's time to take a stand for the sacredness of life. It's time to take a stand for the sacredness of life.
Keep going. Oh gosh, you guys are fast. Whoa. Sorry, I'm a little slow. Impressive. So, let's take a nice long deep inhale first. Holding the breath, squeezing Mula Bandha. Bringing it in. Holding. And let's release. Okay, we have quite a few more postures to do. Is anyone, raise your hand if you're like dying to do the next 54. Okay, I think 54 was enough for today. Perfect. Okay, that's what I think too. So, lovely. Now, come on up because this gets fun. So, even more fun, even more fun. As Susan said to me, Kundalini forever, right? This is how you're gonna feel in this. Find your feet, okay? It's like you're gonna get into like a little catcher stance and you're gonna bring your hands into Gyan Mudra, thumb and index finger. Now, so we have 10 minutes of dancing. Nushka is so happy right now. Okay, so literally, however you wanna do it, but we're gonna listen to this and then 10 minutes. So the first one's a little more earthy, and then we got a little Bob Marley coming, so just get ready.
Welcome to the here and now, this very moment. We like to take you on a journey into yourself. A journey to the inside of your being. Your breath is your ticket, and your body is your vehicle. So, when you're ready, close your eyes and open yourself to your inside world. With your feet firmly planted on the ground, start breathing. Let yourself be carried by the sounds and rhythms of the music. Breathe and dance. Breathe and dance.
Don't forget to press into your mudra with your Gyan Mudra. You're receiving as you breathe and dance. Feet on the earth. Keep moving. Find new ways to move. Come down a little low with me now. Last 30 seconds of the song. Breathe and dance. Now we're going to let it go a little more free form with Bob, even though maintain the low stance and the feet connection and the Gyan Mudra for a majority, but obviously when Bob comes on, we might have to get a little wilder. Keep moving. Kriya that tells you you have to dance for 10 minutes.
Or even
that stance, get your Beyond Mudra. Hold, flow, breathe. Beautiful. Oh, let's stand in our squat with our Gya Mudra and let's take an inhale. Hold the breath, squeeze your bandha, pull the navel in. Ooh, palms are facing up. Squeeze and hold. When you release, straighten up. Okay, we're gonna continue. We're moving today, folks. Hands crossed, the top. And this is we're going fast. You got 2 minutes, I believe. Let's see. Straighten up, yep. Continue. We're dancing and we're moving. Oh yes, go right on. Oops. Be careful, don't hurt yourself. Okay, now get ready, hands behind the back. 2 more minutes, now we're gonna go faster. Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, that was such a shame, keep going. We're right about there, hold on. My bad. Okay. Yeah, my bad. Woo. Technical difficulty. 2 minutes, let's go. And you don't have to chant hard, but if you might like to, I don't know, I kind of want to. Hug, 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 hug. Get those legs up. Oh yeah. Woo. Hug. Alright, let's do last 30 seconds. Get those legs up. Let's really go for it. It's your last big cardio move. Woo. 20. 5. Ooh, yes. Stand. Just stand. Oh. Connect those feet. Let's breathe. Prana. How beautiful. We are definitely alive today. Okay. Let's slide those hands onto the thighs. Perfect your posture. You want this energy to flow so beautifully. You worked hard for it. So flip the palms. Let's inhale, sweep up. Palms come into prayer. Extra sip, rounded lips. Full stretch. Squeeze Mula Bandha. Feel it. Anus, sex organs, a perineum. Pull up in the navel. Hold. When we release, sweep. This time, you're not only clearing, you are expanding. How big, how vital, how beautiful and radiant is your field going to be today? It doesn't have to be big, it can just be strong. You can play with it. See how this beautiful nucleus feels right inside. What do you need today? And when you finished fluffing, touch your hands to the thighs, ground firmly down through the feet, reach the crown up, and take 3 long deep breaths at your own pace, creating a beautiful flow in and out, energy swirling around and up and down. That's your visual. Just breathe. Completed your breaths, come down and lie on your back. Feet are out straight. That apana, right? A lot of that has to do with, we get a lot stuck in here, right? That anger and hate and shame and guilt all in that lower area. And, you know, our area where we've got it with our intestines, and most of us probably need a good little detox there. We're going to take our hands, we're going to make gentle fists this time. And for 2 minutes, you're just going to work on the belly, like you're kind of massaging it up and around the navel, down into the lower intestine. You can come up into the stomach and just find the way, you know, don't hurt yourself, but feel free to get in, and if you feel like, oh, I want to kind of hit but dig a little, do that too, okay? Moving energy, breathing in and out the nose. I focus third eye. Don't forget to breathe. Get that prana into the belly as you're breathing. It's a balance of both. 5 more seconds. Okay. Now, to kind of pull it all together, we're going to do stretch pose. It's only for 1 minute. So that's raising the head up 6 inches, the feet up 6 inches, and we're just doing, I think it's just with a long, deep breath. Let me just check. I don't think it's with a breath of fire. Oh, there is a variation. Sorry. Lift your legs up 9 to 12 inches is this one. Whoa. Okay, we're going to do this all together. So, a little bit higher than normal, about a foot. Fingers are pointing towards the toes. Head is still to 6 inches. We rest on the pelvis. Let's inhale and exhale 1 minute. That becomes a lot for the lower back. Tuck the hands under the buttocks and finish strong. Keep going. And inhale, squeeze and hold. And close the eyes, pull in strong in the Mulavana. Pull that navel back, balance. Hold, keep holding. And let the release be so sweet, let go. Ooh. Take a moment. Okay, now breathe here, in and out. We're getting there. 2 more postures. Bring the knees to the chest, rock from side to side, shift the energies up and back, roll yourself back up. Roll yourself back up. Here's what we've got. Here's what we've got. You just take it in for a moment. Sorry. Again, I want to pick the right thing here. I want to pick the right thing. Give me a second. Okay. It is 1 minute and 40 seconds. And we're just literally meant to dance and shake as hard as we can. It says, let the fat fly out of your body. Like, shake it all free. Get it all up. Get everything moving. Anything that's stuck, we're just going to let it go. So that's what you have. Go crazy. The song is called Wild Animal. Just be just that. Let's do it. You can yell too. That'll help. Right? Move energy. Head, toes, fingers. Woo! go. We are so doing this live when we get together the next time. Woo. Shake, 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 shake. Go, go, go. Woo. 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 Oh, okay. That was your shake. That felt good, didn't it? Okay. Feet on the earth, crown reaching up. Let's take a deep inhale. Hold the breath, squeeze Mula Bandha. Bring the energies up. We should be pretty clear. See if you can visualize creating a flow, energy up, through the crown, out and around. Let's release Mula Bandha. Let's inhale again. Hold the breath, squeeze. Bring the energy up, 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 out the crown, around. Release the luck, release the breath. Inhale, pull in the prana. Squeeze Mula Bandha, direct the energy up, 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 out and around and down. Release, feel your feet with the earth. Open through the root, open through the crown, flow. One more deep inhale in through the nose. And release, great big sigh. Come on down onto your knees. And we shift into the last posture. It has an A and B part. So, let me see, what were we listening to? This is what we wanted. So, we locking our hands together in front of the body, Venus lock, women left thumb over right. And I just want to see if there's any special thing here. Okay, so yeah, there is a special thing. Of course there is. So we start off and we're just literally going up and then it's coming straight out. It doesn't drop below this. And so that's for a minute, but let me show you what the request is after, because it's not an option for me, but I want you to be able to do it if you can. So after the minute of this and here, then you're invited to kind of come into celibate pose. And what it does is you come down like this. Maybe I can do it with a pillow. And then you continue like this from lying on the back. So you can do that. That's a whole lot of pressure for my knees. So after I do the first part, I'm going to switch and I'm going to put my feet together and my soles together. And I'm going to come and I'm going to be doing it like this. So if you notice that difference, you feel free to make your adjustment as you would like. And then we're going to meditate. Okay, so start off, 1 minute, let's go. This clears our field, particularly the upper triangle, the arc line. Also expands the field. Okay, if you're going all the way back, go all the way back now. Otherwise, make your adjustment. And then we continue, and it's just 90 back. Yeah. Inhale, that full openness. Exhale, come up. Make sure your face is really soft. No tension in the jaw. smiling. This is your last posture. You've done so well. Find your flow, everybody. Just lose yourself in this last posture. You are, everything should be moving and just breathe. Yeah. Adgare name. Go ahead. Let's bring the arms over the head, and that's where we're going to inhale all the way back. Inhale. Squeeze Mula Bandha, pull the navel in, reach those arms. Beautiful. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then maybe let's bring the arms up 90 degrees. Let's bring them into that position as well, still while you're holding. And reach up from there. And then let's reach them back again. And that's where we'll release. A little movement with the arms as we do that. Now let go. Okay. Bring the knees into the chest. Keep the eyes closed. You do not want to open your eyes here. You've got a ton of great energy. Rock up into easy pose. If you need to pull the bolster beneath you, go ahead and do that. Now, hands come into Gyan Mudra. Arms are straight. We are receiving. We are receiving. So, Adgare Name, Jugadgare Name, Satgare Name, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Calling on protection of all directions, above, below, the divine within. So, as we sit, interesting request in this meditation. Meditate and try not to hear the music for the first couple of minutes. Your focus is to create your own silence. Voice Adgrename. Jugadgrename. You can sing either one that you want. It doesn't matter. Just join in. Raise your vibration. Praname. Siri Guru Deve Name. Siri Guru Deve Name. Adgrename. Jugadgrename. Satgrename. Siri Guru Deve Name. Siri Guru Deve Name. Jugadgrename. Satgrename. Siri Guru Deve Name. Siri Guru Deve Name. So you're chanting, you're visualizing, you're surrounding yourself with a beautiful light. Connection flowing from yourself to the divine, and from you to Mother Earth as well. Satgrename, Guru Deve Name, Siri Guru Deve Name. Jugadgrename. Satgrename. Siri Guru Deve Name. Deve Name. Name. Jugadgrename. Satgrename. Siri Guru Deve Name. Deve Name. Jugadgrename. Satgrename. Siri Guru Deve Name. Siri Guru Deve Name. Inhale. Hold the breath. Feel into your beautiful vibration. Release the breath. And just take a moment. Mother Earth's energy up through your Earth star, through the root, flowing up through the crown, up to the heavens. You are a pillar of light, connected above, connected below, your heart, connector right at the center. Breathing in self-love and compassion, receiving, radiating your beautiful individuated divinity out to the world, cleared of those heavy, sticky thoughts and emotions. As we breathe into this space of love and gratitude, just taking a moment before we close to think about how you're going to show up for yourself and for the world today. We bring our hands to our hearts and we honor ourselves with the first verse of this song, and then we Bring our hands out to honor each other. Raise our hands up to share our light with the collective or those in need. And we close in our highest vibration, in our truth, in our divinity, with our Satnam.
May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way up. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Satnam. Satnam. Satnam.
Take a nice long deep inhale, bringing your prayer up towards the heavens, holding the breath. May all beings know peace. May all yoga practice contribute to the well-being of all. As we exhale, we bring our prayer down through the chakras. Please join me. Peace to all. Light to all. Truth to all. And love to all. Bow down, giving thanks to Mother Earth and Father Sky. Blessing you, blessing your prayers, thanking you again for such a beautiful, beautiful experience this morning. We rise up, we greet one another in our truth, in our highest vibration, Sat Nam. And just to let you know, tonight at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to do the first of a 5 weekly series, Mondays. I'm going to play for you for 45 minutes. It'll be on my Facebook group, my Facebook on Soulfire Social. And when I do it that way, the only reason I'm doing it that way is because the bandwidth is strong enough for the gongs. So if you go to my Facebook page tonight at 8, you can put your earbuds in or an external speaker, and you get a sound healing. So you should have gotten my newsletter yesterday. It's got all the links, but if you have questions, you let me know. Satnam. All right, I'm gonna turn off my recording. You can stay on if you'd like to say hi.